Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to stay shredded while bulking up. Everyone wants to get big, everyone wants to be lean, everyone wants to be jacked. And the biggest mistake that I see so many guys make is that when they bulk up, they get fat, they get ugly, they get watery, they feel like shit. And that's the exact opposite of what you should be doing. So I'm gonna show you the major do's and don'ts that you should and shouldn't be doing when it comes to adding muscle and losing fat at the same exact time. So the first thing that you need to be doing when bulking up is focusing on vitamin D and cholesterol. And you may be asking, what is vitamin D and cholesterol? Why are they so important? Well, cholesterol is the precursor to vitamin D synthesis. So when you get vitamin D, you need to be eating lots of cholesterol in order to absorb it. And you may be asking, what's the point of getting in vitamin D and cholesterol? Well, cholesterol is the building block of testosterone, and vitamin D helps you produce more testosterone. So when you have more testosterone, you will be big, you will be lean, and you will be jacked. And there's so many benefits of high testosterone that you may already know about. But these two things combined will basically help you increase your testosterone. And when your test is high, you lose fat and add muscle insanely easy. That's why guys who are on tier jacked as fuck, and that's why guys who are injecting testosterone, like on steroids, they're big and lean, and they can even eat in a surplus while staying lean. So if you're trying to stay shredded and maintain the six-pack while having veins, while weighing a lot, this is the key right here. And I'm above 200 pounds with a six-pack, which is pretty decent. I'm 6'5", but you want to get your cholesterol from whole food sources like beef and eggs. And you want to get your vitamin D from the sun ideally. I'm not a huge fan of supplements at all. It's better to get the real things from the real foods and the real sources. So if it is winter or if it's cloudy where you're at, you may need to supplement vitamin D3. But if you're eating tons of beef and eggs, plus getting in lots of sunlight, you will get tan, you will get jacked, and you will get shredded. And the first don't that you should never do when you bulk up, that a lot of people do, is that they eat processed food. And they focus on quantity over quality. You should never be having processed food, guys. Processed food is poisonous and it ages your body. And this is why people get fat on the bulk. So a lot of people get acne, people get fat, they get love handles, they get mantids. This is because processed food is poison. It's not, it's extra calories. It's not, I need to eat as much as I can just to get jacked. No, you should be eating whole foods only. And a lot of guys will, eat cereal like Sam Sulek and Alex Eubank. Let's eat crumble cookies. Let's get Chipotle. Let's get fast food just to get an extra calories. Calories over everything. Guys, if you have a gas tank of a Ferrari, would you put half unleaded and half Supreme? Or would you put all Supreme? You would put all Supreme. So eat the whole foods and don't eat any bullshit food because, there's side effects and, terrible things that can happen when you eat processed food. Like if you're eating seed oils, it's gonna make you inflamed and make you fat. If you're eating, corn syrup, it's estrogenic, it's gonna make you hold fat around your mandibles and love handles. If you want to stay shredded while getting jacked and adding pure muscle, you should be putting in whole foods only, clean foods only, and stay away from the processed food. And the next thing that you need to be doing while staying shredded on the bulk is to get in 10K steps a day. So, specifically, we want to focus on zone 2 cardio, which is walking, and zone 2 cardio burns fat only and doesn't burn any carbs. So ideally, you want to eat lots of protein to build muscle and a little bit of carbs to fuel your workouts. But besides that, you don't want to be, adding up a bunch of carbs in your diet and then it just converts into fat. Sugar converts it into fat if you don't use it. So we want to be using all of the carbs on working out in the gym. You may be asking, how do I use my carbs and how do I use my fat? Zone 2 walking uses fat only. When your heart rate is in zone 2, like around 130 BPM, you use all the fat. And when you work out, your heart rate goes up, and that's when you use carbs, but you do actually tear muscle fibers and grow muscle. So we want to eat some carbs to fuel the workouts and grow muscle, but the rest of the diet should be fat, so we can just shred off the fat through the walking. But I see a lot of guys just eat a bunch of food, they sit around, play video games, sit at work, and they get fat because they're not doing any cardio. Doing the 10K steps a day will shred off the fat, will keep you lean, and then when you eat, the extra food and train in the gym, you're gonna add muscle. So we're gonna add muscle, stay lean or lose fat while we're walking, and that's the perfect combo that you need to be doing. And the next don't on this list, if you want to be shredded while bulking up, is to not eat estrogenic foods. And this is hard. It kind of goes hand in hand, honestly, with processed foods, but I feel like the main mistakes people make when trying to bulk is that they just eat the wrong shit. But estrogenic foods are everywhere, like pasteurized dairy, like corn syrup, like nuts, like vegetables. Guys, these foods are everywhere. You need to be focusing on foods that boost your testosterone and avoid foods that increase your estrogen. I see so many people eating extra nuts for extra calories. Broccoli, it's healthy. Guys, broccoli has oxalates, which lower your testosterone and disrupt your thyroid, which is the regulator of all your hormones if you didn't know. Nuts contain phytoestrogens, which are going to lower your test and make you hold on to fat like a woman. When you're low test, you hold on to fat like a woman and you stay fat. And there's many other foods like pasteurized dairy, which a lot of you guys eat. So many guys love eating yogurt and milk and protein shakes. Pasteurized dairy will give you acne and will make you fat. So that's a big thing that you need to stay away from. And the last thing that you need to be doing when trying to lean bulk is that you need to be sleeping 10 hours a day. And this is because when you bulk, you have more calories in your system, so you will have the energy to lift 6 to 7 days a week. When you're in a calorie deficit on a cut, you're more tired, you're more lethargic because you're, starving yourself a little bit, so you usually will train 3 to 4 days a week. But when you're bulking, you train 6 to 7 days a week and you will always be sore. But if you want to recover and grow the most amount of muscle in the shortest time frame, you should be sleeping 10 hours a day to grow that extra amount of muscle. But the thing is, if you guys are like, I don't need to sleep 10 hours a day, I'm not tired, your training's fucked up. You should be training an hour and a half in the gym, getting sore, doing a shit ton of exercises, eating a shit ton of food so you grow a ton of muscle, you recover, and you can just, shred off that fat and grow the muscle. And it will also boost your test, the more sleep you get. But so many guys will be getting 6 hours of sleep, fucking up their sleep, and it just kills their gains absolutely. But for the last thing that you cannot be doing if you want to lean bulk properly is snacking. These things all have to do with food, but I just see so many guys eat little meals throughout the day. And you have to realize every time you eat something throughout the day, your blood sugar spikes up. And when your blood sugar is spiked up, you go into carb burning mode and you aren't burning fats anymore. But there are certain foods that will spike it up more than others. Carbs spike it the most, protein in the middle, and then fats spike it the least. So if you're eating lots of little carby snacks, some chips to bulk, some pretzels to bulk, some fruit to bulk, more rice and potatoes, it gets spiked and then you don't burn fat at all. Guys, we still want to be burning fat to stay shredded, right? So if you're just snacking on shit all day long, you're gonna hold on to all of your fat. So the key is to eat massive meals with protein, carbs, and fats, and then in between the meals, your blood sugar goes back down and you're shredding. That's why fasting is so effective, because when you sleep all night and your blood sugar is low from not eating anything, you're in fat burning mode. But fat people you see, at the office or at your school, they're always snacking. Little bits of candy. I have a bag of candy on my desk. I have a bag of chips on my desk. Their blood sugar is just being spiked all day, and that's how you get fat, and that's how you get diabetes. Diabetes is when your insulin sensitivity is fucked from just eating sugar all day. Humans are not meant to snack all day, so don't fucking snack. Eat big meals, get your steps in, sleep 10 hours a day, get tons of vitamin D and cholesterol, avoid the bullshit foods, eat whole foods, and you will get jacked and shredded. But if you feel like you need help tailoring a specific diet to get jacked, a specific training plan to get jacked, feel free to book a call with me in the link in the description of this video for my one-on-one coaching, and I guarantee I can get you above 200 pounds and jacked if you're willing to put in the work. Obviously, it comes down to you. Obviously, you have to listen. Obviously, you have to be willing to sacrifice your vices, your processed food, your bullshit habits that you're doing right now. But if you want to get jacked and you're serious about this, book a call and I guarantee I can help you get right. But that's it for this video, guys. Drop a like, drop a follow. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you have any other do's or don'ts that you agree or disagree with in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.